We'll get going here in a minute. Give some time for some people to jump right on. We record this, right? Okay, cool. All right. Just perfect. Want to check that. Welcome if you're just joining. We'll give it another minute and then we'll get started here. We'll be having a live Q&A at the end of this presentation. So if any questions throughout, you could just drop them in the Q&A section and then we'll get to answering them live here. We're going to go over some quick things regarding the remote sales platform. If you've been wondering, certain questions, commissions, I know is a big question, what we do here, expectations. We'll be hitting on all of that shortly. All right. I guess I'll just rock here. Good. All right. All right, so welcome guys. My name is Jacqueline Campbell. I am the Director of Remote Sales here at ROK Financial. So if you do join this team, you will be chatting with me and seeing my face pretty much on a daily basis. Just a little bit about us, our mission, our vision. The team here at ROK is very committed to establishing rock solid relationships with our clients, lenders, and partners. I got a question today about what ROK was standing out or stand for. And ROK doesn't exactly stand for anything specific, but it does represent our rock solid relationships. So as we climb up that mountain on our logo here, we're just strengthening every relationship that we have, whether that's with you guys, our clients, our lenders, and our partners. And what we do here is provide the best financing solutions available to business owners while creating a positive association with business financing. Through our streamlined process, technology, and our team and education and team of experts here, which is what we'll teach you. And then we support business owners' ability to create new opportunities as well as solve some challenges that they have. ROK Financial is proud to empower the heartbeat of our country and our small businesses. Our vision is to help business owners generate perpetual opportunities. Again, opportunities are challenges through simple business financing. So really quick, before I go ahead and discuss the position, just basically what we do is we have a marketplace of programs, alternative financing programs, commercial financing, which you'll learn and be taught in our education piece. And we broker those out to different lenders around the world and help our business owners find the best solution to solve, again, that opportunity or challenge that they have. So our clients come to us or our partners come to us so they can take advantage of our education, our relationships with those lenders, and place their clients or your clients with the best solution or approval that they are looking for. And that's to solve their challenge or opportunity. So a little bit about this opportunity and if it's right for you. So at ROK Financial, we welcome the opportunity to work with those looking to strengthen their presence within financial services or those looking to break into the industry. We provide different options based on your specific needs and wants. So whether you're looking for a full-time position or a part-time position or looking to transition from a full-time career and working your way into ROK Financial full-time is what you're looking for, within the ability to work from anywhere or the ability to refer business. So ROK provides you with the opportunity to earn big through our different avenues of entry. So there is a few other ways to work with us if this opportunity doesn't necessarily make sense for you. Again, we can get pretty customizable depending on what you're looking for, and we could talk about that in some later slides. So some benefits included in our remote sales loan broker position. It's a full-time remote commission-based sales position. So I mentioned before that it can be part-time. It can absolutely. What I talk about a lot is that this platform can basically be anything that you're looking for. So if you're looking to do this part-time or full-time, few hours a week, 20 hours a week, whatever the case may be, this is a sales commission-based role. So obviously, the more work you put in, the more you're going to get out of it. Some of you may have different backgrounds or work within other related industries that you may not necessarily have to put in as many hours to prospect as you would if you didn't have those relationships or background, if that makes sense. So, I always say it's, again, yes, it is what you put in is what you're going to get out, but also, you don't have to be at your desk 9 to 5. You just have to be available. So, your clients are looking for funding. That's how you're going to make money here. And in order to do that, you have to answer your phone to the clients that are looking for the funds, right? And if you aren't available, someone else will be. So, the biggest thing is full time doesn't necessarily need to be 9 to 5. Whatever you're able to put in is what you're going to get out of it. And again, just being available for your clients or even your partners. What else is included with the remote sales? ROK University Mastermind Training. So we have a customized training platform, state of the art. It's insanely, I get a lot of good feedback about it. You learn everything that you need to know when it comes to finance, alternative financing, ROK Financial, brokering, unsecured versus secured lending. You'll learn everything from, all about ROK, the programs we offer, our process, our technology, how to build a pipeline, marketing, and then just start hitting the phones. And we'll help you get set up with a email, a phone number, and a few other things that I'll touch on in a few. You'll get a dedicated point of contact. So you will obviously have me throughout the entire process. And then you also have access to a finance manager, a coach, and a partnership advisor to really help you strengthen the relationships and deals that you're working along the way. So you do get a lot of hand holding if you prefer it or if you want it. If you don't, that's totally okay too. We're here when you need us. We do have live weekly coaching calls and sales trainings. So every day we do have a team huddle. I believe it's 12:30 Eastern time every day. And sometimes it's me doing the trainings. Tony, you'll hear from Ashley, Greg, our SVP. And then sometimes we also do have some surprise visitors going over sometimes, specific program topics, sales topics, going over phone calls, sales calls, really anything that you're looking for too. We do request feedback and questions from you throughout the day, or weeks or month, and we'll go over those on live coaching calls or sales trainings. There are marketing generated leads provided. So we do provide leads. I know that's one of the biggest questions we do get. If you are taking leads from ROK Financial, there is a little bit more of an expectation that's in place with those. So although we welcome all of you to take the leads, we want you to take the leads because that's obviously how you're going to build your pipeline, your book of business. But we also have the expectation. So if you are someone that's looking to do this part-time, just be aware there is some expectation to prospecting those leads. All good when you can continuously prospect it, whether it's morning or nights or whatever. But again, as long as they're just getting hit on, you're answering your phone, you're available, then we're cool with it. You also have the opportunity to build a team. So I mentioned before, very customizable here. We're always looking for ways for you to earn and make some additional income. So you do have the ability to build a team or refer other individuals to work on this remote sales loan broker platform. You'll also get access to our Boost platform, our ROK's exclusive proprietary tool for generating leads. We'll teach you all about Boost, referral partners, utilizing social media to really prospect and target specific individuals to take the sales prospecting or the everyday calls and emails and texts, daily through cold data and warm data out so you can really focus on affiliates and referral partners who will bring you the better quality deal. So we'll teach you that process. You'll have access to our CRM to submit deals and track your pipeline. The CRM has anything and everything you need to track whether that's your, number of leads, the number of packages, your approvals, your funding agreements out, your, funded deals, and even your closed loss, as well as your referral partners that we will track in there as well. You'll also have training in there, ton of different marketing. A help center will be in there, as well as a live chat feature where you will be able to chat our assistant in the live chat feature, where you can ask them anything that you have questions about. You'll also get a dedicated production coordinator who will package your deals. So every deal has a production coordinator assigned to it. They'll be there to help you keep your documents organized, make sure that you have all the information needed to submit the file. And then, yeah, they'll be there along the way to communicate and facilitate the deal between you, the lender, and the client throughout the entire process until it's closed or funded. You'll also get access to landing pages and customized marketing materials. So you'll all get a website link or a landing page that your clientele or whoever you're marketing to can become a partner or apply now. And then we also do provide customized marketing flyers, business cards, a ton of other material with your personal information on it, your ROK phone number, your ROK email, even your landing page or website links, whatever it is you're looking to do. Again, customized to you. You'll also get access to shareable social content. So we have a platform that you'll get access to once you join the platform, where you can link up your social media profiles, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, I think it's called now. And it'll automatically link to those accounts and then post the content that we've and our marketing team has put together for you to share. And they're specifically coded for you to gather data and leads, essentially. And then obviously we have an aggressive commissions and residual income ability for you. So we do pay very high commissions. These are big ticket deals, and there is a lot of money that can be made here. And you absolutely can if you're putting the work in and want this to be something for yourself. And that's the cool thing here. Aside from the aggressive commissions, the residual income is also huge, and something that we probably should talk about a little bit more, because as you guys do build a book of business for yourself and start funding clients, one of the reasons they do come to us is to have that relationship with the lender, which means they do come back for additional funding for this opportunity or challenge to grow their business. And every single time they fund for the lifetime of you being on this platform, the more money for you to earn. So I touched on quite a few of these already. Some additional highlights, just some outstanding, or just like expanding on some of those things. Our CRM, I talked about, where you'll track everything. We always say if it doesn't live in our CRM, it never happened. So yeah, we definitely try to push that to track all of the people that you're talking to. The cool part is that if you are entering them into your portal and tracking them there, they can essentially be exclusive to you. If it's not there, then technically it's up in the air for anybody to claim. And then here's just a little quick footage of one of our live coaching calls. Our team has been growing tremendously over the course of a few years. We're only looking to grow this platform even more. So the more you're on these calls, the more you're connected with us and motivated, the more insight that you guys are gonna receive. And then also, one of the highlights that I didn't mention yet is our private Facebook group. So our Facebook group has a ton of content in there. We repost trainings to stay in touch, stay on top of, and just always be in the know. We post, fundings in there so you guys can see who's funding deals on the regular, what types of deals, commissions. We're posting loan broker spotlights in there, different meetings and events that we host. A ton of other things, very collaborative, and we're always messaging and congratulating people in there. It's really to help us give that, remote team more of like an inside office, but within a Facebook group. And then also, I don't know if it's on the slide, so I apologize if I'm speaking ahead, but we do have a Google chat as well that will get you access to. You'll have a pipeline chat as well. It's literally an app you can download right on your phone, where you'll be able to chat with us all day long real quick answers to questions that you have regarding any deals or partners that you do have in the pipeline. And me and my team are pretty good at kind of unfortunately, but fortunately, answering you guys at all hours of the night. So if you're worried about time zone, since we are on the East Coast, I promise that's not something you should be concerned about. We are answering typically, all hours of the night. So we totally understand the time zone difference. And then also our monthly webinars. So this webinar, we have partner webinars. Our team does webinars on a monthly basis. So you'll always be invited to those just to get additional insight to things that we're doing and being in the know. And then another thing we also do is quarterly company meetings. So you'll always be in the know of things that we're doing, working on. This team is really an important focus of ours. We're looking to grow this. So if you're joining this team now, it is a great opportunity for future because you're technically still in the newer phases of the team, although it's not new, it's still a few years old. But for what it's to come or what we're looking for to grow this at, you do have an advantage right now. Some additional highlights, the marketing materials I mentioned, you'll get flyers, you'll get your personalized landing pages, a ton of social media content. You'll have a help center essentially that you'll be able to navigate all of these items. I'm pretty process oriented, so everything is step by step once you join this platform, and it'll walk you through setting all these things up and joining them. So let's quickly jump over to some requirements. I mentioned the benefits of working this full-time or part-time. We put up here that 25 plus hours or so working a week is one of the requirements. I would say to be successful here, 20 to 25 hours minimum would be required, whether that's in the morning, the night, the afternoons, whatever. You just got to keep in mind that you have business owners that you're looking to fund and get funding for. And you have to facilitate that transaction by gathering information and questions and documents. You can utilize your resources like your production coordinator, like I mentioned, or your coach, your partnership advisor, which will take a lot of time off your back to, worry about anything else you're doing to kind of transition to ROK full time. But you don't want to miss calls. You don't want to miss leads. Time is the killer of all deals here. So if you're not working or you're not engaged with your clients or not doing the steps to build a pipeline, however much time that takes, then you're leaving yourself up for essentially failure, or I don't like to say failure because it's a negative word, but not generating deal flow. We do require that you attend a minimum of 3 meetings a week. I have made the exception for people that aren't available during that time to respond back to the recording that I've sent saying that they've watched it. So this isn't to be, micromanaged or anything like that, but we do talk about updates and changes in the platform and changes in the industry on our meetings. So the more you're on, again, the more you're in the know, and you're just participating in team discussions. And it is hard to really learn just from the training. You do learn a lot by doing, which is what a lot of our training is involved in, is by doing it. So if you're on the meetings, at least you'll be able to, be in the know and learn those discussions and calls and things that people are facing or objections that people are having. Another requirement is open communication. I will say this is the only requirement at this point that I really stress on. It's the open communication. If you're unavailable, you have things come up, family things, kid things, we totally understand that. There's so many different ways to contact us: email, phone, the Google chat, the Facebook group. Just communicate with us. We are willing to help you. Our goal is to get your leads, your partners signed up or funded. And however we can help you with that, fine, no problem. Just if you can communicate with us, let us know if there's issues with the billing, which I'll get to in a second. We'll work with you. There's a lot of customization that I mentioned in the beginning. I'm always willing to work with you if you're putting the work in or if there's things that we need to work around and figure out. The other requirement is checking in on your pipeline daily. This is very important. Your deals are pending, your partners are pending. You want to be on top of those pipelines. And then ready, willing, and able to promote and or advertise ROK's products. So you want to be ready, willing, and able to promote ROK's programs, their marketplace, our reputation, our relationships, our offers, our commission structure. So as long as you're on board with us, you totally agree with what we're doing, you have the mindset that you're really going to grow here, then you're in the right place. All right. So I mentioned before, what you put in is what you get out. So there is a cost to the platform. It's a monthly investment of $50 per month. That comes with the integration of Boost, access to your Gmail, your ROK phone number, your custom marketing material, ROK CRM, the leads, the support, literally everything, you name it, $50 per month. The return on investment is $100,000 in revenue, which is $30,000 in commission. You're building your personal brand, you're building your professional networks, you're master in the art of selling, and you get extensive training. That $50 also can be and will be credited to you as long as you're generating deal flow. We do have a minimum, it's like $5,000 a month. As long as you're generating deal flow, a minimum of 5,000, which is very simple and easy for you to do if you're working, we'll credit you that $50 and it will then essentially cost you nothing. At the bottom of the slide, I do also have in red an additional costs that may come up throughout the training. I do like to point this out, and I talk about it on most of the recruiting or hiring calls. We do talk about, when generating deal flow, utilizing a tool, and that tool is called Sales Navigator. There is additional cost to that. It's not something you do with us. It would be something you would do on your own. It is not required. However, I do like to talk about it because I know some people, join the team or have joined the team and questioned that or have asked about it. And I just want to make it very clear, it is not required. However, we do highly recommend and suggest it, and think it's a real necessary tool for you to invest in yourself and this business that you're creating and building. Is that the last slide? Yep. Okay, real quick, before we get to Q&A, there's a few other things I just wanted to touch on, some other incentives that I didn't get a chance to touch on before. We are always looking to give back and incentivize you guys for working. We know who's working. We know who's putting the work in. If you're having a bad month because sales, is a uphill battle, especially if you have things going on in your family and your life and you're not staying as consistent because something came up or you're busy or whatever the case may be, right? We're always helping you build that and not lose that consistency. However, if you do have an off month or you are looking for more than what you have, we have a ton of incentives. So whether that's monthly competitions, we every month have a monthly competition coming up. So this month we have a social media content marketing competition. If you're putting the brand out there, posting things on your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Facebook, you can get points, and the two top people that have the most points will get $500. We've done competitions on the number of leads you've had, the number of calls you've had, the number of funded units, a ton of other ways to just make additional income. And then we also have some events that we invite you guys to. So quarterly, we've been doing a Fly-In Friday event where we welcome you guys into our office in New York. And, we have a dinner the night before and then do a mastermind training type event on Friday, which would love to invite you guys to. Our next one's July 31st. So if you are, looking to join this team today, the next couple days, then we'd love to have you. I think that's it. I don't know if I've missed anything, but I guess I'll jump to a couple questions. I do see one about Sales Navigator on LinkedIn. Yes, Sales Navigator is a tool that's combined or like integrated with LinkedIn. It's not LinkedIn. It's just a integration with LinkedIn called Sales Navigator. It's a tool that we really recommend utilizing. I do have some tips and tricks to do these things that we teach you without it if you need to save money for a little bit of time. But at some point, if you're really looking to make this something, which I really hope you are, a lot of potential, then I would recommend it. Also, I would like to add that, if you're familiar with real estate agents, we look at it like that, right? In order to go in, if you're worried about the $50 too, just look at it like as if you were a real estate agent, right? If you're interested in becoming a real estate agent, you would first step go and find a real estate course. Although there's no licensing here, there is a course you would have to take. Same thing with real estate. You'd pay for the course, which is a couple $100s, maybe even a couple thousands. If I remember correctly, it was like maybe $1,000. But you would pay the course, then you would go pass the test, then you would go find a broker to work for. Once you found the broker you were going to work for, they would provide support, marketing, training, additional hand holding if that's what they provided. And then you'd utilize their technology, their system, their team, their references to really, build from there. So it's kind of this similar sense of what this is. What we provide is to really help you build your business and your brand here. And it's a similar sense when it comes to the real estate agency. Do sales reps get their own leads? If so, how many leads do reps typically get? So I didn't get a chance to talk about the commission structure, so I'll talk about that really quick. We pay, and I mentioned aggressive commissions, 50% revenue share on leads that you self-generate. And then we pay 30% revenue share on leads provided by ROK. So we really strongly encourage you to build this Boost referral partner network of yourself for yourself and generate your own deal flow. It will also pay you more, right? But we do provide leads. We do know it's important to take leads to especially learn the process, the system, the CRM, the lenders, the guidelines, etc. So we do have that, and that pays you 30%. We also have incentives to grow that, so that isn't necessarily the bottom line or what it will always be. How many leads will vary. So hot leads we have typically daily. Actually, yes, always daily. The amount will just vary depending on what we have campaign going on that week, what partners are sending in deals that week, aggregators, email campaigns, etc. You can see, one a day, you can see 10 a day, maybe even more. It just really depends on the flow. And then we also have a dialer system. So the dialer will consist of cold and warm data. So that will be people that either have applied with ROK Financial in the past and just never proceeded forward for whatever the case may be. Maybe just the opportunity or time was not right. And then we have data that has just never applied with ROK before, and we've obtained it from our internal data analysis or other resources that we've had to provide us, data. Hope that makes sense. Any other questions? Of course. Was there anything in the Q&A? Just so we don't miss that. Okay. Just trying to think if I missed anything else. I'm pretty sure that's it. We have recorded this. If I think of anything else, or if you guys think of anything else, please reach out to us. Is there a link if they're interested, or you know what? If you are interested in joining or would like a call or more information, I would assume drop something in the chat that you're interested, or we'll reach out to you. And we'll probably reach out to everybody on this webinar anyway. So it's not, Nicholas asked one last question, how large is the list that we will be calling off of? So there's a ton of different lists. So hot leads aren't necessarily lists, right? Hot leads are coming in as they're applying. So they'll be assigned to you in your CRM. You'll receive an email notification. As far as the dialer, the warm and cold leads, there's a handful of lists. Those lists are thousands of business owners. It just depends on what type of list of how many, but there's a lot. Any other questions? All right. Well, I appreciate everyone for joining today. We'll be doing this again in the future. So if you have any other questions, please let me know.